Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I'm a spiritual life coach and I help you choose growth. Today, we're doing things a little differently. I have a new animal oracle deck, so this will be the theme for your reading. Plus, we're trying out a totally new spread today. So, we have the snake, which the little word on the card is creation. And this is a really fascinating card to me. We have two snakes and they're wound around a golden heart, and the heart has these roots coming through it, and one of the snakes looks gold, and then we've got this other snake coming out. So really fascinating card. Message with this card is Scorpio trail mix trademark transformation, but understanding that it's really time to embrace your creative flow and to let go of any stagnation that you may be feeling. This is a little bit of an invitation to try something new because it's time to trust that your creative flow is asking you to go in a new direction. And I love the starkness of this card, how it's like an open book. You have things possibilities open for you that you're not even aware of what they are yet. But it's like the whole world is your oyster. Okay, so we're starting with that theme. Let's look at the rest of your cards. We have 10 of Wands, burdens, where you start, and then the Devil to where you're headed. Okay, I don't like giving you this word, but my guides are saying the word self-sabotage here. And we've been looking at the need to create something new, but both of these cards are holding on to the energy of the old. The 10 of Wands, burdens, looking at trying to hold things together that aren't yours to hold, taking too much responsibility, and doing it on purpose, weighing yourself down with actions or words or stories that you know aren't right for you, but are keeping you from listening to these creative murmurs, your life asking you to make something different. And as you continue this energy forward, not only does it get out of control, but then we wind up with the Devil energy, which is, quite frankly, right now, that it's almost as if it wills things to happen in your reality. Let me see if I can say this better. Whereas the 10 of Wands maybe were thoughts like, oh, I can't hold all of this, I can't do all this, or I need to get myself involved in this so it distracts me from this, from what I'm actually supposed to be creating. It starts as thoughts and then that cascades into action, but then the Devil then coalesces into actual circumstances or actual people that feed this energy that you're giving yourself. I know for me, and I'm only an honorary Scorpio, I'm not a sun sign Scorpio, but and what I mean by that is Pluto is the dominant feature in my chart, so I have a lot of Scorpio stuff. For me, it's been a really hard eclipse time with the Scorpio sun and the Taurus moon. And I'm wondering if this is fallout for you from some of that. But I also feel like I could palpably feel when the sun shifted into Sagittarius, and I talked with a friend about this, that all of a sudden when the sun shifted, we felt lighter the next day, and we felt like, oh my God, there's a passage forward. I'm thinking maybe you were too comfortable in that eclipse energy that was bringing up all that shadow stuff, all that dark stuff. And when the light broke forward and gave you a place to go, then it was suddenly like, I don't want to go there because I'm not sure what I'm going to see there. And I'm going to have to let go of all of this shadow stuff that I'm so comfortable with. But the thing is you've seen the shadow stuff, you've done the work, you know exactly what they are. If you don't release them now with the awareness that you have, the situations are going to get kind of bigger and uglier because you have awareness now. You know, I'd rather give you kind of a stars and hearts reading. This feels very stark to have to say this to you, but I'm just going to go with it because, Scorpio, the consequences are bigger now. Now that you have awareness, the consequences are bigger if you oppose your own creative force that seeks to destroy the old that doesn't work in order to make room for the new to come in, which does work. All right, let's look at energy coming in. All right. Now, if you can get yourself out of this, look at what you're headed for. 10 of Cups, overflowing abundance, overflowing fulfillment. A feeling of being supported and blessed in so many ways that you don't even understand how you got there, you know? It's like these things come out of the blue to make you feel better, or these things come out of the blue, people come out of the blue expressing their gratitude for your presence in their life. So many emotional blessings coming to you, and not just that, a sense of wholeness, a sense that there is nothing else that you need, that everything is already there inside of you, and what you're seeking outside is really distracting you from the creative force that is trying to live, that is trying to kind of pulse out of you. The rainbow is so fascinating. We actually have a double rainbow on this card. And the rainbow has all colors, right? Whereas, so the rainbow is the light, white light split into the spectrum, right? But dark is the absence of light. And in the dark, there can't be creation if all we're doing is holding on to the dark. Let's look at your healing message. Ta-da! The dark and the light in perfect balance, daytime and nighttime coming together. Again, that sense of wholeness, having everything you need. These are two very powerful cards. The thing is, Scorpio, this is the way the world is. This is what you're trying to make it. But this is what the world is for you right now. It's not total negating of the shadow. It's not total embracing of the light, but it's understanding the balance between those two, the balance between creation and destruction. How in order to make something new, you have to destroy the old. How in order to make something new, you have to understand and therefore release the old, but you can't make something new until you do that. When you decide to step forward with your true creative power and your true commitment to letting go of the four energy, letting go of that energy of stasis, of this is where things are and I'm comfortable here because I've been there for so long. When you allow that to go, you're going to not only be able to create exactly what you want to have in the world, but you're going to be open to receiving it. And that's half the battle. To give you a personal example, I met someone recently who had a strong desire for a different kind of partnership than what he'd experienced in the past. But he was not ready to receive this partnership. He wanted it inside, but he hadn't made the changes in his world to really open the door for it. And so that opportunity has now passed him by. So the point is that it's not enough to just create. It's not enough to want. It's not enough to desire. It's a willingness to receive. And if you only stay in the dark, you cannot receive. Okay? You know, on the other side, if you only stay in the light, then you can't receive either, but that's not the point here. That's a different story. The idea is the dark you're holding on to is you're holding on to for the sake of comfort. You're not holding on to for anything, any other reason except comfort. These cards are asking you to move forward into that new, beautiful, creative force that is ready for you to tell it exactly how it should go. There's a creative energy in both of these cards. The world is 21, which is a 3, which is the energy of creation, making something completely new. And when you decide to release these things, you're going to find that blank slate we talked about in the beginning, that you can make anything you want. So, Scorpio, this is a really interesting and exciting reading because the laurel leaf in the middle here tells us that you will be successful at whatever you decide to create, but everything in the right balance, neither too much of one nor the other. All right. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for sharing your time and your energy with me this week. I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good one.